Hello everyone and welcome to another Sewing Report Live. I'm your host Jen, and I just want to start off by saying thank you for helping us get to 5,000 YouTube subscribers here on this channel. We're going to be hanging out tonight. We're going to chat about what's going on in the sewing and crafting community, and of course taking your chats here. So I appreciate everyone watching. And yeah, it's been quite a week over here. Hope everyone's doing well. Let us know where you are watching from, whether you're watching live or on the replay. And also, before we get into things, I just have a few quick, just general guidelines. If you are leaving a comment, I just ask that you be kind, respectful to myself and to the others here. No self-promotion or leaving links, and no politics, just to get that out of the way. And also, I want to give a quick shout out to today's live stream sponsor, as usual. It is the Sewing Report Etsy shop, where you can find fabric, sewing supplies, notions, lots of stuff here. We got fabric bundles on sale. I've got some new woven sewing labels, fat quarter bundles, half yard bundles, lots of stuff. We've got sew tights. We have got scissors, pins, thread. So check it out if you are looking for some sewing supplies. Free shipping over $35 or more orders, and I do ship within the United States. And guys, I have a special surprise for all of the live viewers here. So this is a stream only. I got a coupon code for all of you, just to show my appreciation for everyone who watches these shows and has purchased from the Etsy shop. Let me pull it up right now. Guys, I wanted to give something a little back. Okay, so this entire week, and I'm only sharing this code here on the stream, so only live viewers will be able to get this code. So I'm giving everyone $5, again, $5 for 5,000 subscribers, off $50 or more orders, and this actually does stack on top of sales. So if I'm running a sale on some fabric or some other supplies, you can use this coupon code on top of that. So the coupon code is 5 off subscriber only, and it expires next Sunday, and you can shop at sewingreport.etsy.com. So I will leave this banner up throughout the stream, and I just wanted to say thank you and give some sort of little goodie to everyone who actually watches live. So again, that is $5 off $50 or more orders with the promo code 5 off subscriber only. You can use this once, and it does expire next week. So that gives you an entire week to look around the shop and see if there's anything you're interested in. Free shipping over $35 or more, and this coupon code does stack on top of other discounts in the shop. So hopefully, I just want to do something fun. Again, getting to 5,000 subscribers is no joke. It's actually pretty difficult on any channel. So the fact that we were able to do this in about a year, and actually in terms of viewership, the viewership is compared to the main Sewing Report channel, it's actually doing pretty well for a channel of this size. So again, that's all thanks to you. Thanks to you for tuning in, watching the clips, and subscribing. So I really appreciate everyone. We've got a lot of regulars here. I appreciate everyone who joins the show. We have a lot of fun. We talk about lighthearted to serious topics, and the goal is to have just sort of like a community place here. We can chat, we can discuss what's going on, sort of like the water cooler for the sewing community, and that was sort of the purpose. If you're looking for more just nuts and bolts sewing videos, you can find those over on the Sewing Report main channel, but this channel is just for kind of what's going on within our little world of sewing. All right, let's check out some of the chats as well. All right, we got Making New Dreams Come True. Yes, thank you so much. Yeah, and we got here, I think I started this channel about a year ago, and I'm glad I did, because I just think this type of content was just too different from the main channel content. So I'm really glad I ended up separating them. Thank you so much, Denise. Got a lot of people in the house tonight. Congratulations, tuning in from Kelowna, British Columbia, Canada. Thank you very much, Original Stitches. We've got Laura Look Lambeth here, and AS. Thank you. All right, is that a cat? Yes, that is a cat. Oh, that's a cute cat. So we're having a good time, man. I had Guys, it's been quite a week here. I know last week I told everybody that our espresso machine died. So I thought I thought it had died. So I went ahead and ordered kind of the current version of the espresso machine we had. So I ordered it, and it was supposed to get here. It got here on like Monday, I think. And then after this live stream, I was like, well, let me just try the old espresso machine one more time. And it started working. So apparently it was just overheated, and that's why it wasn't producing any espresso. So now we have 2 espresso machines, and, I'm glad the old one's not dead. Although, you know what? I will say this. I'm keeping the new one because it's got some benefits to it. So we got like a DeLonghi off of Amazon. It was like $89 or something. So I thought that was pretty reasonably priced for an espresso machine, and it does have some benefits over the old one. So we're going to keep both. We have both of them on the counter right now, and I think we got to probably put the other one away or something. But at least we have a backup now, because one of my worst nightmares is not having coffee. So I'm addicted. I drink at least 3 cups a day, and I'm not going to stop. So the idea of not being able to make coffee is pretty devastating for me. So that's why, I'm kind of glad. I'm very glad it didn't die, but at the same time, now I have a backup machine in case something happens to one of them. So that is a plus, and I was like, all right, we'll see. All right, yes. Where else can we discuss industry news and learn about K-dramas? And we do have a K-drama corner coming up. We got a K-drama corner because I finished one of them, and then I started another one. No, I think I finished the second one too. So we'll be talking about that. Did you have any food? Yes, Lisa, I had 3 cups of coffee and I had a bagel. And my husband is making pizza. So yesterday, my husband actually left the house, which is unusual for him because we're both kind of reclusive, which might sound a little strange. So he met up with this friend. If you don't know, my husband used to deliver pizza for Domino's during the pandemic. He's had a lot of different lives here. And he met this friend there, working there, who's like this Asian guy. I think his friend is Vietnamese. So yeah, my husband has an Asian friend, and he met up with him, and the 2 of them went to Sam's Club. So I was like, you went to Sam's Club? So I guess he had like a man date or something. I don't know. So they went to Sam's Club, and my husband came home with like a bunch of bulk items, including like pepperoni and mozzarella cheese. So he's currently making some pizzas, which would be good after the stream. So I'm excited about that because we haven't. And have you guys seen pizza prices lately? Which, by the way, we're gonna be talking more about pizza later on in this live stream because it kind of ties in with one of the stories I found. But like, if you go to, do you guys remember when remember the Little Caesars $5 hot and readies? Like, the price of pizza now, sometimes it's like $30 if you don't have a coupon or a deal. So making pizza at home is the way to go. We bought some of those, a while back, we bought these really cool professional deep dish pizza pans, and my husband's been using those. They're expensive, but they're really good pans. So he's currently, I think his dough is rising, so he's randomly decided to make some pizzas. So I'm like, I can't complain. I cannot complain about that. I was going to make a sandwich, but I think pizza would be a lot better. So I'm kind of excited about the pizza because I saw it kind of chilling out there, and I was like, I can get on board with this. But yeah, pizza prices are just getting ridiculous, and then you have to pay for delivery and tip and everything like that. So, this is definitely going to be a lot cheaper than doing that. All right, Jen, I watched Marry My Husband on your recommendation. I loved it. I will never look at Red High Heels the same way again. Okay, so I am so glad you watched that show because it'll really throw you for a loop too. This show, like, it's kind of a suspenseful show, and it definitely brings the drama in K-drama, but Red High Heels are a fairly integral part of the storyline. They're not like those Christian Louboutin whatever shoes. Like, they're just like red high heels, but they play a very pivotal part of the storyline. The other thing about this Marry My Husband. All right, I don't know, should we get into it now or should we I don't know. We'll talk about it now. So it's about this woman she starts off the show, she's a terminal cancer patient, and she finds out that her husband has been cheating on her with her quote unquote best friend. And then the two of them actually, no joke, they actually murder her. And then when she's like, instead of like just going to the afterlife or something, this woman wakes up 10 years prior to the current date. So she wakes up in 2013 or something. And she gets to like kind of do her life over. And of course she wants to avoid the same thing happening. So she's not going to marry the same guy. So the reason the show is called Marry My Husband is because she's trying to get her backstabbing best friend to marry her husband so that she does not end up in the same situation. She also obviously doesn't want to get cancer again, and I'm not going to spoil it for you, but she does manage to like change the course of history so that her fate is not the same. But red high heels are a very important part of the story. Also, there's like a pink Chanel purse, like a pink Chanel classic flap bag that's part of the story. But the funny thing is that, so in K-dramas, if a company is not sponsoring the show, they don't want to show the logo or anything. So I feel like they used a counterfeit Chanel bag and not a real bag. And then when like there's a couple close-ups of the bag, and like, you know how the Chanel logo is like the two intertwining C's? In post-production, they actually edited the logo so that it doesn't have the C's. And I was like, that's going to great lengths to make sure that you're not showing the logo. So I'm very glad you watched Marry My Husband. I would highly recommend. I would give it like at least a 9 out of 10. It's on Amazon Prime Video, and it's a really good show. It's got like Count of Monte Cristo vibes, but with a female character. And it's an excellent show. So yes, I'm glad you brought that up because that is one of my favorite shows. And I am wearing the same shirt I did, I think, on the first live stream. I wanted to make sure I did that. So I'm glad everyone's here. Hello, Jamie. Hey, Jen. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Jamie is a very long time supporter of the Sewing Reports. I really appreciate you being here, Jamie. Hello, everyone. Congratulations. Thank you, JT, to Jen and the Sewing Report channel. All right, Denise, pineapple on pizza. Yes or no? I love ham and pineapple tempers the spicy pepperoni nicely. So I feel kind of neutral about pineapple on pizza. Like I'm kind of, I don't dislike it, but I don't love it. So I'm kind of in the middle there, but let us know in the chat. Pineapple, yes or no? Yeah, I don't really have, I just don't have a strong opinion. My personal picks for pizza, I usually like meat lovers pizza, or like I like pepperoni and mushrooms. I do like mushrooms on pizza. I think mushrooms on pizza are good. Hello, Maria. So glad I discovered your channel. Thank you very much. So every week here at 6 p.m. Sunday nights, we get together, we chat, we have some fun, and if there's anything going on in the world of sewing and in terms of news or anything else, we discuss that. All right, I want to watch it. The Magician Show. What is the name of it again? Oh, I finished it. It was excellent. Okay, it's called From Now On Showtime, and I'll bring it up. It's really good. And I really liked, I really enjoyed it, and I thought sometimes K-dramas miss the mark with the ending, and I thought this one had I thought it had a pretty decent ending, so I was not disappointed with the ending. Here, I'll bring this up. Yeah, this one was I really enjoyed this one quite a bit. Plus, I'm a big fan of the lead actor, and I discovered the lead actress. I really enjoyed her too, and I was not familiar with her previously. So it is called From Now On Showtime. See, it's got a 9.5 from other Vicky's reviewers. Here's the thing about Vicky, though, is that there are some free shows on there that you can watch without paying, but the amount of ads on the videos are obnoxious, so you'll go crazy if you don't buy the pass, which again, so I ended up just getting an annual pass. So it's called From Now On Showtime. And yeah, see the lead actor, I mean, look, if you're looking for, if you're looking for some eye candy, this is it. So his name is Park Hae-jin. He's been in a bunch of stuff. He's a really good actor, and I also love his, he just has really good hair. I don't know. I just think his hair, he has one of the better hairstyles in the Korean entertainment industry. So this actress, this gal here in like the light colored suit with the walkie-talkie, her name is Jin Ki-ju. And I actually first saw her in this other drama called Shooting Stars. She had a cameo. And everyone's like, oh, she's from Now on Showtime. And I didn't know who she was. She's an excellent actress as well. And I just didn't know who she was. She plays a police officer in this show. And she gets mixed up with this magician guy. It's a really good show. And it's got a very unusual premise with ghosts and stuff. But it kind of works. So I enjoyed it. And like, for some reason from the thumbnail, I was kind of put off from watching it, and from the title, I thought it was going to be kind of hokey. It was not. I was wrong. It's a really excellent show. And I really loved all of the, also, what I liked about this one is that it has like, a connection to the past. It's got reincarnation. They're like fated to be together. So it's got a lot of that stuff going on. There is, of course, with every K-drama, there's a serial killer, and they managed to put serial killers in the most random shows. So there's a serial killer, there's magic, there's ghosts, and the ghost characters, like, I really liked how they wrapped up all of the ghosts' individual stories. Like, you see how they died, you see, like, what their purpose is. There is a girl ghost, so the gal ghost, she's the gal in like the top. She's like the hacker gal ghost, and she actually was one of my favorite characters in the whole thing. Her name was like Kong Aram, I think. Again, I'm butchering all the Korean pronunciations, guys. Like, yeah, I did not grow up speaking Korean or anything, so I have no idea. But the gal ghost I thought she was one of my favorite characters. I just loved the way they wrote her. I loved her backstory. And she was really funny too. Like, she had a lot of like good comedic timing. There's a lot of hijinks in it, and she was kind of like the breakout star for me. Also, I did not realize this. The Gale Ghost character, here I'll show you her. Okay, so this is her. Her name is Park Se-yeon, and I didn't know this, but she is like. Okay, she was born in 2002. I'm like, holy crap. She is only 22 years old right now, and she must have been 19 or 20 when she shot this TV series. But she seemed so much more mature than her real age. And I was like, how is she this good of an actress? And I found out why. It's because she was a child actress. So she has been acting since, for like 10 years or something. So that's why she's such a great actress, but I loved her. I just love her so much, and I was really glad that she got this role. And I'm really looking forward to see, like, look at this. All right, she studied acting at the Goyang Arts High School and made her debut in the 2011 movie Working on Saturday. So she's been in a lot of stuff. She has played the younger character of older characters in different shows, and I just thought she just blew me away. Like, her acting ability, everything else. And I loved the character. Like, her character is sort of like an engineer / computer hacker. And she's always coming up with like different inventions and finding ways to like she's like the tech savvy ghost, which was really funny. But also, like, she was a great character. So yeah, I just thought she was amazing. And I was just very excited about that. She was really, like, probably one of my favorite aspects of the show. And I'd never heard of her before. So from Now on Showtime, amazing. I definitely 2 thumbs up. I would have to give it. So they had some stuff in the last, like, I'm getting things mixed up. They had some aspects in the last few episodes where I was like, but I would still give it at least an 8.5 out of the whole thing. I just really enjoyed the show. And it had a lot of really great elements to it. I also really liked that they made the main female character a police officer. I just really liked that particular, I don't know. I liked that they had her in a professional like that. I thought that was pretty, pretty cool. All right. I like octopus on my pizza. I'm not into K-drama. Say that's totally fine. They're not for everybody. You know, everyone likes different stuff. I've never had octopus on pizza. That sounds pretty interesting. All right, the pepperoni and hot honey pizzas some places are doing lately are really good, and it would be easy to replicate at home. What's hot honey? Is that like, does they put like chili in it or something? That sounds kind of interesting. Yeah, okay, so you're referring to Park Hae-jin. He is like totally he's adorable. I just love he has like the best hair, I think, out of all of the Korean actors. The other thing so here's something that drives me crazy too about Korean actors is sometimes they'll give them that like really unfortunate bowl haircut and hairstyle. And I just think that's one of the worst, most unflattering hairstyles when they've just got the hair like, you know, as like the mushroom cut or the bowl haircut. Just not a fan of that. You know, I like when they style the hair more and keep the hair, you know, off the face. All right, so it's on. Okay, okay, so I actually watched part of Korean Odyssey on Netflix. Okay, and that's the thing. Korean Odyssey used to be on Viki, and they had a different name. It was called like Hayugi or something. And I only watched like half of it. Oh, and by the way, the actress from Korean Odyssey that played the zombie Booja, she is actually in the show I'm going to be talking about later on tonight, Lee Se-young. So I watched like half of Korean Odyssey, but I didn't finish it. So, all right, maybe I'll have to get Netflix in order to finish it. Because I was looking, and that's the thing, these shows will jump around from streaming service. So, like, it's a little bit hard to keep track because they keep switching. And that's a little bit frustrating, too, because one show could be on Netflix for a while, and then it'll be on another platform. And then it can be kind of hard to keep up. Okay, I'm glad you watched Korea. I think I watched like 8 episodes or something. I forgot why I kind of stopped watching it, but I didn't actually see the ending. But I really enjoyed I thought Booja the zombie, I know, an actual zombie was my favorite character from that show. All right, Mike's Hot Honey. Oh, that's interesting. So chili honey. That would be interesting. Okay, yes. That does sound really good. Yeah, hot honey. That would be cool. That would be really cool. All right, guys. So we actually don't have too much to talk about tonight, but there is something that I wanted to go over. So we've been talking about like big box stores like Michael's and Joann's, and it kind of seems like recently it does seem like Michael's is sort of coming for Joann's. Like they're trying to implement some new stuff. They are trying to expand their fabric selection and, according to Michael's, lower the price. So Michael's is actually doing something else, and they recently announced it. So I wanted to share this with you because I'm like, okay. So what is it? What is Michael's doing? Michael's is going to be launching birthday parties and enhanced classes and experience. So this was a news release they put out, and I was like, this is going to be kind of interesting. All right, so they want to do a new and evolved customer experience to fuel Michael's omni-channel transformation and growth. Wow, that's definitely a PR release if you've ever seen one. Michael's, the best place for all things creative, is fueling the joy of creativity by offering even more ways for customers to engage online and in-store. Today, the retailer announced the launch of its new birthday parties offering in the United States, along with the enhanced omni-channel experiences. Why do they have, can't they just write this in, plain English? And events for all ages. This marks the latest step in Michael's omni-channel transformation as the company continues to invest in growth opportunities that foster and create a best-in-class customer experience. So birthday parties. After a successful pilot in the Canadian market last year, Michael's is officially rolling out its birthday parties offering to customers across the United States. Birthday parties at Michael's help families create fun and memorable experiences without the stress of planning, encouraging a lifelong love of creativity through engaging guided crafts for kids ages 4 through 13. Michael's helps parents fully enjoy their kids' party by taking on all the logistics from start to finish, starting at $299 for up to 8 kids, with the ability to accommodate parties of up to 12. Each 2-hour party includes 3 different projects with all necessary supplies, a dedicated party captain, to host and handle all setup and breakdown, and a themed Evite to easily manage invitations and RSVPs. To further customize the experience, customers can purchase convenient add-ons like pizza and beverages from Domino's, goodie bags, and balloons. At launch, Michaels is partnering with DreamWorks Animation to offer a limited-time party themed around hit preschool series Gabby's Dollhouse, now streaming on Netflix. Additional party themes include Dinosaur Discovery, Enchanted Fairy Tale, the Tie-Dye Time, and more. So this started last month on March 14th that you could book a party. They also have something called Enhanced Classes and Events Programs. This is for like adults as well. Michaels is reimagining its classes and events program, offering customers opportunities to learn something new and get inspired in the format and setting that works best for them. To support customers in turning their ideas into I-did-its, Michaels is providing convenient and affordable ways for creatives to learn new skills or hone their abilities. All right, Michaels is committed to being the best place for all things creative, both through our products and experiences and services we offer, said Heather Bennett, Executive Vice President of Marketing and E-commerce at Michaels. The evolution of our classes and experiences program, now including birthday parties, offer our customers even more stress-free, seamless ways to get creative while carving a new path for Michaels' continued omni-channel growth. So here's about the in-store events. Customers can visit Michaels in-store to get inspired through updated make breaks and the return of Kids Club. Both experiences offer the opportunity to create a seasonal or on-trend craft with age-appropriate skills. Registration is not required, but customers may choose a sign-up online for attendance reminders. Make breaks. With the purchase of affordable base component, customers will be provided guided instruction and all the necessary supplies to complete their craft. Make breaks take place the first and third Sunday of each month and are a great way for creatives of all ages to learn new skills or test out a new hobby. I'm kind of curious to get over to Michael's and maybe see what's going on there. All right, Kids Club, a free experience for young creatives ages 3 and up with all supplies and instructions provided at no cost. Kids Club will take place the second and fourth Saturday of each month. So here's some of their events. So they were doing painted wood eggs for like Easter, and then plastic egg bunnies. So those were free. Okay. Well, that is nice that the supplies and instructions are provided at no cost. Again, I think it's good. It gets people in the store, and a Home Depot actually does I actually did a few free Home Depot workshops, and all of the supplies were free. Like, they gave me free stuff. It was actually pretty cool. And I was actually the only one that showed up. So I got like a one-on-one teacher, which was actually pretty cool. We did like some woodworking stuff. And they provide all of the materials literally for free. All right, there's also virtual classes. Online classes offer customers the opportunity to learn something new anytime and are offered completely free, only requiring customers to purchase the supplies needed for the project. For a more engaging experience, customers can sign up for live online classes or view classes on demand for more flexibility. With projects for all levels, online classes span projects teaching technical skills like quilting, sublimation, and brush lettering. Visit michaels.com/classes to view the class schedule and register date. All right, let's check out some of these classes here. I'm curious here. All right, so here's the website. Okay, host a party at a store near you. All right, here's the birthday parties. All right, let's take a look at the online classes. Let's see what's going on with this thing. All right, is this going to load? All right, it's taking a while to load here. All right, is this ever? All right, oh, here we go. All right, got lots of pop-ups here, fun times there. All right, so, actually, this is kind of nice that they're offering free stuff. Again, and you don't have to sign. Here's the thing, you don't have to sign up for a subscription or anything like that, so that is kind of nice. All right, here's a virtual maybe I should do the virtual class and just see what it's like here. So they're free. They are. I wonder if you can watch them afterwards too, or if you have to be there, or if you have to watch it in real time. These classes don't look bad. I'm curious to see what they're like. So, they have they have a lot of different areas. Okay, there's like some sewing, there's like crafting, there's baking. So, this isn't bad. All right, 2 to 3 p.m. I'm just kind of wondering if you can watch them after the fact or if it's like live only kind of thing. So I don't know. I think this is kind of interesting, and it does seem like an attempt for Michaels to maybe gain some market share away from places like Joann's. Just saying, just throwing it out there. It kind of seems like that to me. You know, what do you guys think? I don't know. What do you guys think? I think it does sort of seem like they may be trying to do that, you know? Yeah, I don't know. I think it's actually pretty cool. All right, let's see here. Okay, truthfully, a birthday party with some ready-to-go crafts sounds like a nice idea. Looks like it's aimed at young children, but I could see an advanced version for older kids. Oh, and we're going to look at the classes, too, because the prices kind of got my eyes bugging out here, you know? Exactly. At first, I thought $299 seemed really expensive, but this sounds interesting. Oh, just wait, guys. Just wait, because we're going to look at the classes, because I looked at them, the birthday party stuff, because there were a few things that stuck out to me about that, but I mean, I do like that they're attempting to do that, you know, gets people in the store, and it, you know, gives an in-store, like it gives you a reason to go to the store and get kids who are going to be future adults into crafting and other things like that. So, all right, so the price with all the goodies doesn't sound too bad, especially these days. It would require my Michaels to clean out the classroom. It's become their repository for pickup items. That's interesting. All right, guys. So we got to look at the classroom page, because you guys are going to be like, what? All right, so I went ahead and I looked at some of the parties, right? So it's like book a party. So here's kind of, oh, and also they've got something called Make and Mingle. So these are for adults. So you can host like, you know, like a girls' night, or like, you know, like if you want to do some other like adult type thing. So the kids' parties are ages 4 to 12, 2 hours. The adult Make and Mingle things are $399 for 2 hours. And just keep in mind, it's 8 people. So it's 8 people. All right, so let me click on the birthday party thing, because you guys are going to be like, okay here. All right, so let's try to book a party here. All right, so all right, I'm gonna put like this is not actually my zip code here. Let's see, 33. I'm trying to think. Let's see here. All right, I'll do another zip code here. All right, let's do like Sarasota. All right, so I'll do like, I'll do University Town Center. This is not, by the way, this is not really my area. All right, we're just trying to see the prices of this stuff here. Okay, so this is what happens when you try to book a party here. All right, so you can select a day. So it seems like they only do Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you know, which makes sense because that's usually when parties are. All right, so let's book like June. Let's do June 1st. Okay. So you book a date and then you book a time. So you get this room for like 2 hours. Let's do 4 p.m. Now let's get to the prices here. Okay, I'm just gonna like make this up. Okay, oh, here we go. Let's see here. All right, I'm gonna click off of this because I gotta put in some information and I don't want to like dox myself here. All right, so let me just put in like, I'm just gonna put in like some rando info. This is not like real info. Let's see here. What did I book this party? Let's see, 6. We'll do 6. 6/12. Okay, so all right, I'll have to do this for the next one. Okay, so I've got the info in here. All right, so I just put a fake name. I put Beth. There's no Beth. Birthday. Okay, so here are the choices. So, all right, so this is what it includes. It includes 8 guests, including the guests of honor, 2 hours, a dedicated space, all project supplies, a theme, a team member, so an employee to lead your guests through the projects. It comes with plates, napkins, forks, spoons, and party hats. Okay, so here are the themes. There's a dynamite birthday party, and it kind of gives you a description of what kind of stuff you'll be making. Once upon a party, painting party, spectacular party, tie-dye party, and under the sea celebration, or a wild about you party. So let's just choose one. I will do the... Okay. I'll do the wild. Let's do the wild about you party. Guys, wait till you get to some of the, okay, so, all right, so here's the thing. So if you want to have so you can have up to eight kids there, including the birthday kid, right? All right, so for each additional person, it's $30. All right, so let's do the math here. So the party, so let's say, so it's like $300, probably plus tax and everything, I'm guessing. So divided by 8 people, that's actually $37.50 per participant. All right, but check out if you want to get food. So this is what I found funny, is how much they are charging for the partner Domino's food. And keep in mind, my husband is a former Domino's employee. Even if you buy pizza from, like, I don't know if you're allowed to bring in your own outside food, but look at these prices. So, all right, if you want to get 3 pizzas, so let's say you want to get 3 large pizzas, it's $48 for 3 pizzas. That seems a little pricey to me. If you want to get 1 pizza, it's $25. Now, even if you go to Domino's, I don't even think they charge $25 for pizza. So that's the thing. Like, the 3 pizzas for $48 is, I don't know, it seems like a lot. And for each 2-liter of soda, it's $5. So I feel like somebody's getting a kickback here. That's what I'm saying. You can also get add-ons. So you can get a goodie. Okay, so goodie bags for 8 is like, so it's like $10 per goodie bag. Here's the thing. Are you allowed to bring in your own outside food in goodie bags? And I imagine like cake or something, because I feel like you can do goodie bags for 8 kids for less than $80, just my opinion. And if you get like Domino's has all these coupons and deals, I feel like you could get like 2 or 3 pizzas probably for less than $48. Even, you know, and just bring it yourself. So that's where I think they're making some money too, is they're probably getting some kickback from Domino's for all this. So if I add 3 large pizzas and let's say like, you know, 3 2-liters, and then let's say I do goodie bags for 8, and you can also get balloons for $15. Now this brings the cost up to $457 for, and I feel like you could, here's my thing, like, I totally get the costs, but if you wanted to do kind of a similar party at your house with like crafts and stuff, I feel like you could do it for a lot less than $457. I mean, that is, like, I probably wouldn't get the food from them for sure. All right, let's add the party to cart and see, yeah. So this is where that's where they sort of lose me, you know, and then if you add on tax, so tax in Florida, like $11, that's that's close to $500. So if you add on the food. So, I mean, I'm kind of like, yeah, I don't know. So what do you guys think? Do you feel like these prices are reasonable, or do you think this is a bit expensive? So the base party for 8 people is $300, and it's $30 per extra kid. You can have up to 12 kids. So it's like, oh, okay, you know. So that's from kind of like, yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know. What does everybody think? And let's check out the other party thing. We'll look at the one for adults too. So here's the one for the adults. So we'll try the make and mingle. So this one's even more expensive for ages 13 and up here. All right, I'll do the same zip code here. We'll do Sarasota again. So this one, let's do the math. So it's about $400 for it. So this one's about $50 a person if you want to do one for ages 13 and up to 8 people. I found the food prices to be a bit much. I don't know. What does everybody think of that? All right, let's do like May 18th or something. 4 to 6 p.m. All right, so here are the themes for the adult events here. So you can either do Just Knit It. Oh, there's only like 2 themes right now. So Just Knit It, where you make a fully finished hand knit pillow or paint pour, where you can, and here's the thing, like, how much would it be to buy the supplies for these people? I feel like it would be less than $800 or $400. This is like one of those like pouring paint things. So, all right, let's do All right, I'm gonna click off so I can put in this fake information again. So let's see how much this thing costs, because I'm like, okay, like event type, we'll do like, I'll do like team building or something. We'll do group, Jen's team, and host is Jen. Okay. Okay, Jen. All right, I'm just doing Jen. Okay, let's see how much this is. Okay, so here is, all right, we'll do the just knit it. Like, how much would it be to buy like a bunch of yarn? You know, it would be less than $400 for 8 people. Again, you know, I understand that's the thing. There are obviously costs of Michael's doing it, which I understand why they have to charge that. But if you wanted to DIY this party, it would be a lot cheaper. All right. So let's say you have 8 people. So it's $399. Again, you got the pizzas. All right. So let's do 3 large pizzas. This brings up to $447. Let's add a few 2 liters. All right. And then you can get some foil balloons. All right, I don't think you really need the balloons. So again, here it is. It's $462. If you want to get some pizzas, this is why I probably wouldn't do the food. That I just feel like the food is pretty expensive, in my opinion. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you think this is, I'm just like, it's, again, you can make pizza for like $5 at home. And a 2 liter should not be $5. I'm sorry. A 2 liter is not $5. So let's add this party to the cart here. So this one is also almost $500. Although this one's less stuff because we're not buying the blue. Okay, oh, there's 2. So if I do these 2 parties, it's like $1,000. So that's where I'm just sort of like a little side-eyeing at the price. Although I understand, you know, I understand the price, but I am also kind of like, I feel like you should get a little bit more for the price, or the food price should be a little bit more like down to earth. So I don't know. So that's the latest with Michael's. They are trying to delve more into the in-person events, birthday parties, and, you know, we'll see how this pans out. Like, if you're a parent, would you pay about $400 to have your kids party at Michael's? If you are doing like a get-together, you know, a gals night, that sort of thing, is that something you'd also pay like $400 to $500 for a group of 8? You know, I don't know. So we'll see how this pans out. I do think it's interesting they are doing this. But yeah, I was looking at the prices and I was like, this just seems, the prices seem a little bit, you know, I don't know. And especially with people maybe watching their budget now, you know, with some economic factors, is this something people are going to be spending money on? Or are they going to try to be a little bit more budget friendly? Who knows? All right, let's take a look at some of the comments here. All right, here we go. Lots of comments here. All right, we got Rose here. Thank you very much, Rose. All right, Lisa loves Hawaiian pizza. All right, we got somebody that loves Hawaiian pizza here. All right, Rachel, truthfully, a birthday party with some ready-to-go crafts sounds like a nice idea. Looks like it's aimed at young children, but I could see an advanced version for older kids. Okay, so you guys think the price is okay. A lot of you guys seem to think the price isn't too bad. Okay. Once you're in the store, you're more likely to shop. A good move to build repeat customers and get new customers into the store. All right, oh, here we go. Do you know about the new look pattern sale at Hobby Lobby for 99 cents? I did not. They don't know why, but they're saying that for any reason they want to get rid of all of the new look patterns they have. So are they phasing out new look? I feel like I maybe read something about that. Let me just look it up real quick. New look patterns. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't heard anything. I haven't really heard anything about it, but I mean, anything's possible. Maybe they're making some changes. You know, I haven't seen anything like that. That's interesting. I'll keep an eye on it, though. Thank you, JT, for letting me know. Okay, so getting rid of all the patterns. Okay, so Rachel thinks, I'm guessing you can't bring in your own food. That's something I would want to know. If you could bring in your own food and cake. Like, I've noticed they didn't offer cake, so... And that's the thing, like, cake is at, like, most kids' parties, so... If you could bring in your own food... Like, if you could just order Domino's and bring it, have someone pick it up and bring it... I feel like that you could probably save a little bit of money that way. I feel like the initial price for the party isn't terrible. It's just the food prices where I'm like, somebody is getting a kickback here, you know. Okay, not at all locations. Okay, my favorite pizza is the one. Okay, so we have a few Hawaiian pizza lovers here. Very cool. Okay, that price for the pizzas is the Domino's menu price, but you can always do better than the... Exactly. Like, my husband worked at Domino's. The regular prices were crazy, but then they always have deals and specials and coupons. So the pizzas probably aren't going to be that price for 3 large pizzas. All right, heard about Hobby Lobby new look clearance, picked up a few, figured you can't go wrong for 99 cents, but kind of feel guilty because don't know if I will ever sew them up. This is what I'm talking about. Like, it's really easy to just buy sewing patterns, you know, especially if they're on sale. The paint pour might be worth the price of not having to clean up afterwards. You know, and maybe that would be worth it for you if you don't want to, like, have to clean your house or worry about, like, having company over. I can kind of see that. So I think it depends on, you know, I think it kind of depends. All right, not having to host a party at your house and clean up might be worth it if you could afford it, and it would be an awesome birthday memory. Yeah, I mean, I think it's an interesting thing that they're doing. I think it's cool. They should add a wine. Here's my question. Are you allowed to have alcohol inside of Michael's? I don't know. Like, are you allowed to drink? I'm not really, you know, because I imagine that would probably be like an insurance issue if you have people drinking on the premises. So for insurance purposes, they may not allow alcohol there. I don't know. All right, go out for dinner as a group before or after. That's a good point. Like, maybe for the kids' party, you take the kids to like a restaurant and then go do your crafts thing and just bring a cake there. I don't know. Or go out to eat afterwards and just hang out there and do that. Because it's only 2 hours. That's not even that long of a time. Wouldn't want to eat pizza around that yard anyway. That's a good thing too. Like, do you want to have pizza and stuff around all the food? You know, I don't know. All right. Yeah, the food is too expensive. You're right. Do a group dinner before or after. We'll save money and give a good variety. We just did one with axe throwing last night. That's a good point. Like, do the activity. It's 2 hours. I'm sure you guys could spend 2 hours doing the craft or whatever. And then go out to dinner or do something else. Like, you don't necessarily have to have the food all there, you know. No, I want kids to play. That's why parents have parties at play centers, roller skating, or pizza play places. You know, good point. Like, I remember having many kids' birthday parties at, like, Chuck E. Cheese or, like, a place like, you know, I'm trying to remember, are there other places like that? Like, there were parties at other places. But, yeah, a lot of kids would have their party at, like, Chuck E. Cheese or wherever where you could just run around and they had all the food there and stuff like that. No, you're not late. You are right on time, Bex. You are right on time. Don't feel guilty because you can always donate. That's a good, you can always donate them, referring to sewing patterns, or sell them at a yard sale, and the people who buy them or whom you donate, they're going to have an opportunity. Hey, that's cool. Yeah, I didn't realize the patterns were 99 cents. Let's take a look at the new look patterns online. We'll see. Let's see here. Okay, so they are on, just on the new look site, you know, on the Simplicity site, there's not like a sale, although they're even pretty cheap on this web. So they're $3.99 just on the Simplicity site, which honestly is pretty reasonable for patterns if you don't want to, like, if you don't feel like driving to a store or whatever. I think they have some cute patterns actually. The bodysuits. You know, they got some kids' clothes. Those are cute. The dresses aren't bad. So, I mean, yeah, if you want to get some patterns. Are they having a sale on the Simplicity site? I have no idea. All right, let's see. How do you know if they're having it? I don't think anything's currently on sale. Let's take a look here. Edgy and chic for spring. Okay. All right, there's like a slight sale at McCall's, but nothing really much to write home about. So, I don't know. But yeah, what do you guys think about Michael's? What do y'all think about Michael's in general with kind of the things they're doing? They're making some changes. They're adding these in-store experiences. They're doing the online classes. And they recently had that announcement that they're going to be expanding their fabric selection and lowering the prices on some of the basics. I think it's pretty interesting. It looks to me like they're sort of seizing the opportunity due to everything that's happening with Joann Fabrics. So that's my opinion here. Okay, so it says Hobby Lobby isn't going to carry New Look anymore. Interesting. Okay, yeah, I don't know why. So I'll be looking into this. I'll see what I can find out in the next week or so. Okay, so I just bought Simplicity Patterns at Joann for $1.99 yesterday. Okay, the sale is at stores only and some locations only. We have to call before going to. Yeah, some of these stores, it's getting hard to know what's on sale at what time, especially since Joann isn't really being super, they're not really promoting these sales online, so it is a little bit hard to tell, what's on sale and everything. So, but I appreciate everybody letting me know here. I'll look into it this week and see if I can find out more about the New Look stuff and see what's going on here. I wish Michaels would get some decent apparel fabrics made from natural fibers. My Michaels only has quilting fabric. Interesting. Very interesting. And again, I do want to promote one more time. In honor of our 5,000 subscriber live stream special, I am running a special deal just for viewers here this week only on the Etsy shop. You can get $5 off of an order of $50 or more. This does stack on top of sales in the Etsy shop. And you can do that with promo code 5off50 subscribers only. So 5off50 subscriber only at sewingreport.etsy.com. This expires next Sunday, so you got a week to kind of look around and see if you want to get anything. And just to say, I appreciate all of you for watching and tuning in every week and chatting. So this is a special. This does stack on top of sales, and you also get free shipping of $35 or more orders, and I ship within the United States. Good topic for live streaming, Jen. Thank you. Well, thank you for tuning in, JT. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Congrats on 5,000. All right, we got Sarah J in the house. Congrats, Jen. We'll watch the replay in the morning. Just wanted to say well done on the 5K. Thank you, Sarah J. All right, we got Lisa. I never really go into Michaels. If they expanded the fabric section, then yeah, it would draw me in. Yeah, I feel like if they had more sewing stuff, I would be more like, I haven't been into a Michaels in a while. Although the last time I actually did go to the University Town Center Michaels a while ago, and it was like half the shelves were bare. This was like a while ago, so not recently. I haven't been physically into a Michaels in, quite a long time. So, question is, will Michaels roll this out before they have qualified instructors? That's another good question, Denise. I've noticed they have very few employees and barely any customers. And I've been lurking in the Michaels employee subreddit, and a lot of them there's a lot of chit-chat about issues with the stores and issues with hours. So that's another question is the person leading the party or the class an actual teacher? Or is it just some poor employee they put that responsibility on that, has to kind of bumble their way through it? That's another question, too. Oh, thank you, Denise. I really appreciate you. All right, I go to Michaels when I want yarn. Yeah, again, I have not been into a Michaels in quite some time. I need to go check it out. Another good question, are they instructors, are the Michaels instructors employees or contractors? Yeah, it's like if they just put some random employee in charge of the party and they're not really a teacher, like, is that really going to be helpful? Especially if you're paying $299 or $399 for like a class, basically. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Like, I would hope it would be an actual teacher, but you just never know with these things. Yeah, I don't really know. I'm not sure, guys. I think this is very, yeah, if Michaels increases their fabric selection, I would visit them more frequently. I mostly go for yarn. All right, guys, I might get myself over to Michaels soon. And by the way, I kind of dropped the ball. I forgot to reach out to the Backstitch founders, but I need to put that on my to-do list for this week. in order to try to see if I can interview them for the channel to talk about the app, because I do think it's really cool. So that's on my to-do list this week. I also still need to I still have not opened the Ditto Pattern Projector. I've been terrible. This week's been kind of like rough for me physically. I also have a lot of acne today, so yeah, there's been some weirdness going on with me. I've just had kind of a rough week. I assume if it's for kids' birthday party, they would use an employee for security screening purposes, I hope. I don't know who they're using. Like, is this actually going to be like a well-organized thing, or is it going to be sort of like a mishap kind of thing? I think that's interesting. I really don't know. But here's the thing, for what they're charging for these parties, you would really hope they're like someone who actually knows what they're doing and can actually teach people the craft. Because if you're paying, like, that's kind of expensive. And there's also like a lot of they do have other competition for classes too, Plus they're competing with all the online classes. I am curious. I'm going to sign up for one of the online classes to see how it is, and I'll report back because I'm curious. I'm honestly pretty, like, curious about that, So I'm like, okay. So. All right. Their employees don't have background checks. They don't when they get, okay, I have no idea. Like, I would really hope you would get a background check for a lot of jobs. I have no idea. Like, I had to do a background check for pretty much all the jobs I've had. Heck, I've been drug tested for all of my TV producer jobs. Weirdly, except for CNN, the only place I have not had to have a drug test for employment was weirdly CNN. It's also the only place I didn't have to sign an employment contract. And the only place where they allowed me to have a YouTube channel. I was really surprised by that. Yeah, I really don't know. I have some questions about these in-store events, though. So I feel like I need to get over to Michael's and just sort of see, like, what the deal is. You know what I mean? But what do you guys think? Would you like, and with the adult classes, they only had 2, so maybe they're planning to, like, add more. I wonder how much of a business driver the kids' parties will be. But again, that's one of the ideas I proposed to Joanne's, is doing more of that kind of stuff. Oh, looks like they have a job posted as event coordinator. All right, let's check it out here. All right, let's see here. Michael's careers. I mean, if they actually hire someone that's dedicated to that sort of thing, I think that would be a good thing. Most places working with children need criminal record checks as well. I mean, you would really hope so. Look, I live about 2 hours from Disney World, and it seems like every freaking week there's a news story about a Disney employee arrested for, like, really creepy stuff involving kids. So that kind of makes me wonder about that. Like, literally, I'm not joking, like, at least once a week, there is a news story about Disney employees being arrested for very, very creepy things. So, I mean, it seems like that's a problem everywhere, unfortunately. Okay, let's take a look at some of the jobs here. All right, let's see here. Search jobs. All right, I'm going to look for... Let's see what the job... And I wonder how much they're paying these people. All right, so... All right, these are the Michael's careers here. All right, there's a full-time custom framing manager. Wow. Cashier. Framing, cashier, customer experience. I wonder if it's the customer experience manager. Let's see here. Okay, here's an event coordinator. All right, let's take a look at some of these job listings. So this one's in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And, okay, it's part-time. Okay, so this is like... Wow, this is a lot of responsibilities. Okay, so this is not the events person, but this person is doing a little bit of everything, including serving as manager on duty. That's a lot. All right, let's take a look at the event coordinator tab here. Okay, so this one... Okay, this is in Ontario, Canada here. Okay, so it looks like this is part-time, and you would probably work whenever they have an event booked or whatever. So it says plan, coordinate, and facilitate events, including kids' birthday parties within a Michaels store. So I'm glad they have a dedicated person for this to provide a stress-free, fun, and engaging experience for guests. Deliver friendly customer service by helping customers shop our store and find what they're looking for. Let's see here. Ensure it looks like they're going to have you do a lot of other stuff too. Okay. Ensure all customers receive a fast and friendly checkout experience, complete operational tasks, including truck unload. So you're the event coordinator and you're also unloading trucks. Merchandise duties and maintaining store recovery standards as needed to deliver our brand promises. Okay. So here's the job listing. Plan and coordinate multiple events. Party. Okay, so it looks like you're really doing everything. You got to do the goodie bags, the balloons. I wonder how good these goodie bags are there. Are they like chintzy or is there like decent stuff in there? Communicate events. I wonder if you also have to order the pizza directly from Domino's. Demonstrate and instruct. So you got to be kind of crafty. Demonstrate and instruct party participants. In the completion of craft projects. Perform face painting and other activities. All right, engage with clients of all ages from 4 to 94 plus by creating an environment of fun and creativity. All right, let's see here. Wow, this is a lot of stuff. You also got to do the buy online, pick up in store orders and ship from store. Wow. So they're calling this an event coordinator, but you really like doing other stuff and you have to do that on top of it. Fun times. I'm sure this person probably does not get paid enough, but it also has you doing janitorial duties. Wow. Okay. Cross-training. I love how they always use the word cross-training to mean like, we're going to have you do a bunch of stuff and only pay you for one position. Clean the restrooms. Wow. All right. This is who they're looking for here. Energetic and enthusiastic and personality. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Okay. It requires energetic and enthusiastic and that doesn't make any sense here. Experience working with children and children's events. Let's see here. And I'm sure they probably do have a background check as part of this like hiring process. I love how you're the event coordinator, but you might also have to clean the bathroom. Like, I don't know. They might as, like, why even call it an event coordinator at that point, you know? I don't know. This job listing, I wouldn't apply for that. That would not be up my alley, you know? Yeah. Most places need them, but don't get them the expense of check and job turnover. I had a relative that was an event coordinator for Southwest Airlines before she retired. She was well paid. Yeah, I mean, it is a lot to do, you know. I liked how that job listing had, like, you doing, like, 1,000 other things besides the event coordination. Just my opinion here. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. In craft stores, it's pretty much all hands on deck on freight days when the trucks arrive. Yeah, that's what I seem to be getting from... like the, just from what I'm seeing, the chit chat with employees and some of these different store subreddits, like the Joann's one and then the Michaels one. So, you know, it is what it is. So, yeah. Fun times there. Would you guys, is the event coordinator something you would apply for or, like, not really? I don't know. They're probably paying, like, $10 an hour or something. So for me, probably not. I don't know. It would depend. I think it would depend for me. But I don't know. It sounds like they're throwing a lot of random crap at you in addition to the event coordinator duties. So I don't know if that would be for me. Yeah, having one position, doing a lot of different things means a lot of things not getting done well. Exactly, Denise. Like that just... If you're going to give someone a job position, I understand that they may occasionally have to step outside and do things they don't normally do, but doing that all the time and having that expectation just doesn't go well generally. You know, I've been in that situation too, and you end up with a bunch of burned out employees with super low morale, you know. So, and by the way, I do check the chats we are multi-streaming here, so we are streaming on a number of different platforms. Here's the thing, I do pay attention to all of the chats, but your comment also has to be relevant to the topic. So please, if you are leaving a comment, it should also have to do with this stream and not just random comments. I will read them and say them, but they have to do with the actual stream. I used to work as an event coordinator for a children's gym. It was worse dealing with the parents for these type of events. Sarah, that would make a lot of sense. That's one reason why I don't think I could, again, hats off to the people who do work with children. I don't think that would be for me. Again, I am an only child, so just for my own personal life, I don't have a lot of experience with younger children in general. And yeah, dealing with parents would probably be kind of a nightmare. So I totally get that would be like a nightmare, you know. Parents can be kind of problematic sometimes. So I can totally understand that. Yeah. And kids' parties, man, I can't imagine having to wrangle a bunch of kids. Like, I just can't. Oh, found another listing. Customer service birthday party captain. Oh, all right, let me see if I can find that one. Let's see if we can find customer party all right. These job listings are kind of comical, but in like a very weird way. All right, here we go. They're really looking for a lot of framing department people here. All right, I'm looking for the birthday party captain one. Like, none of these job listings look appealing to me. Like, I don't want my life to be a nightmare, you know? I've already done that. I worked in news. I've already done that madness here. Let me see if I can search. Let me see if I can search for it. All right. Oh, here we go. Job category. Oh, wait. Let's do birthday party. Okay, here we go. Wow, there's an actual... I like how different stores are calling the positions different things. Okay, so... All right, let's bring this back up here. All right, so here's a few more listings. Birthday party coordinator in North Carolina. Birthday party host. Birthday party captain. Weekend birthday party host. Birthday party planner / host. Birthday party / event specialist. Customer service / birthday party captain. WTF, guys. Like, what in the world are all these job listings? Like, I feel like they really need to streamline this and make it, like, not call it so many different things. Party coordinator. I love how, here's the thing, if we click on any of these, there's gonna be like a laundry list of different, yeah, look at this. So here's like the event coordination, and here's all the other stuff, including the janitorial duties that they want you to do. Let's look at the birthday party captain here. Like, these are kind of comically bad here. And they probably pay like $10 to $12 an hour. So this one's in Texas, part-time. Okay, this is birthday party captain. Perform store in stock optimization. What does that have to do with the birthday parties? Support shrink and safety. These job listings, like, are kind of terrible. I mean, would you want to do all of this stuff? Oh, you also have to be cross-trained in custom framing, selling, and production. Who wants to do that? Like, this is probably why a lot of these employees are jumping ship. Like, again, to get paid like $12 an hour and have to do the birthday parties, which I'm sure are probably kind of stressful, and also do janitorial duties, unloading trucks, and all this other stuff. Like, who wants to do that? Like, this does not look that fun. Like, I think if you're the birthday party captain, that should be, like, your sole thing, you know? I don't know. How are you going to have time to clean the bathrooms? Like, seriously, these are pretty weird. These job birthday party cap, like, they make the job sound sort of fun, and then when you look at the listing, you're like, hell no. Let's look at the weekend. Is this one any better? Weekend birthday party host? Probably not. This is in Rockville, Maryland, so if you're in that area, shout out to you. Okay. Yeah, alright, this one doesn't have the bathroom stuff, I don't think. This does have the truck unload stuff. Okay, so at least with the weekend thing, they do not expect you to clean the bathrooms, but you still have to be cross-trained in custom framing. So, like, these job titles are very misleading, and they really don't match the expected tasks. Like, oh, it says other duties as assigned, which could mean freaking anything. Like, what the freak? This just seems crazy to me. Like, no wonder some of the Michaels employees are not super happy. I mean, I don't blame them. Other duties as assigned for weekend party host or whatever it is. Like, that's just insane. Yeah, birthday party captain. Like, that's the thing. You're not just doing that, and that's very misleading. People don't correct their children anymore for the most part. Like, honestly, I'm not around a ton of kids most of the time, so I don't even know. But, like, yeah, I think dealing with the parents would probably not be super fun. My minions are hard enough to deal with at home. I refuse to subject an innocent party place employee to them. Well, I'm sure they appreciate that too. Like, yeah, exactly. Clean the toilet, then go cut the birthday cake. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, no one employee can do all of those things and do them well. That's just crazy. Birthday parties often come with tips. Tips were great with the birthday parties. Do people tip these employees? I have no idea. Like, I do feel like tipping culture has gotten, like, really out of control, and I think people have tipping fatigue. You know, my husband worked in an industry that relied on tips for a long time, and I do think people are kind of tired of it. Like, are these employees actually getting cash tips? I don't know. Wow, these job descriptions are sucky sound. Right, Lisa? Like, this is not anything people are going to want to, like, people are going to read the job description and run for the hills. Like, unless this job pays, like, $50 an hour, which I'm sure it does not, no one's really going to want to do that. I don't know. Like, I just don't, I think they're going to have some recruiting issues here. That's my opinion. Just my opinion here. I don't know. So, yeah, so Michael's is, wow, those job listings, oh man, like, I could look at these and laugh all day long. Like, they're kind of ridiculous. Like, are we not weekend party host? But notice, other duties as assigned. And I think the shrink and say, is this like they're trying to cut down on shoplifting or something? Educate customers on the Voice of Customer survey. Engage customers on the benefits of the rewards program. You're supposed to do that too. And private label credit cards and complete enrollments. Like, this is one of those places where no matter what you do, it's not good enough. And you're always, like, you're always supposed to be doing more. It's going to be that type of thing, you know? I can't with these people. Like, Michaels, get it together here. Like, this is ridiculous. Yeah. All right, here's the birthday party captain in, where is Oceanside, New York? Yeah, all right, so you're supposed to, host the parties and complete operational tasks, including truck unload, merchandise duties, and maintaining store recovery standards as needed to deliver our brand promises. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what to say. This is not a job I would want. Also, the janitorial duties, cross-training and custom framing. I like how it says interact with others in an accepting and respectful manner. Remain positive and respectful, even in difficult situations. Promote commitment to the organization's vision and values. Project a positive image and serve as a role model for other team members. All right, so I want to ask you, everyone here, do y'all think Michaels as a company is better or worse than Joann's? Like, which one do you think is probably a better run organization? So type in the chat if you think Michaels is better or if you think Joann's is better run. I don't even know. Like, it seems like they both could use some improvement, I don't know. Yeah, exactly. Like, no, they're very the expectations are very unrealistic for these employees. I'm sorry to say, that's just nonsense. Like, it's just not gonna, like, sorry, Michaels, but it's not gonna happen. I'm glad they're trying to do stuff, but they also have to execute this well. And if you just throw some employee into the mix and have them plan parties along with doing a million other things, the parties are gonna suck. Like, let's be real here. All right, Rachel says 5 years ago, Joanne, now Michaels. So you think Michaels is doing better. Okay. All right, Bex also says Michaels. Denise says, I think they're close to the same. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think both of them have, I'll just say, a lot of room for improvement as far as companies go. I mean, Michaels currently is not filing for bankruptcy, so I guess maybe that automatically puts them up higher. I have, like, no idea, but this is pretty crazy. So yeah, so Michaels, we'll see how the Michaels birthday party thing pans out. I don't even know, guys. I honestly, those job listings though were quite comical to watch though. I gotta say that though. So thank you for cluing me into that, because that's a fun time. I think most retailers love to come up with ideas, but drop the ball with execution. Yeah, I would totally agree with that. Why can't craft and sewing stores just focus on craft sewing items and notions and do that well? Because that would be too easy, Denise. They got to try to also sell like cheap home decor items and do all this random stuff while getting you to sign up for their credit card and selling your data, which is what companies do best. All right, guys, it is time once again for our favorite weekly segment here. That's right, guys. It's time for K-Drama Corner. If you don't like K-Dramas, totally cool. You're welcome to check out if you want. But I'm a K-Drama addict, and, I just got to talk about them somewhere. So this is my spot to do that. So I have finished. All right. So since we last talked, I finished From Now On Showtime, the K-drama about the magician who sees ghosts. And I finished another one, and I did like it. I would probably give it like a 7. So yeah, probably like a 7, something like that. And this one is also on Viki. So that's an Asian streaming site. So I recently just watched a 2023 Viki original called The Story of Park's Marriage Contract. And for the person who watched Korean Odyssey, the lead actress is named Lee Se-young. That's her right here. And she played Zombie Booja in the Korean Odyssey drama. And I'm glad to see her getting some starring roles, because I do think she is a great actress. And I saw her in a very serious K-drama called MemoryCraft. And I did not know she was also, I didn't know she could do the rom-com funny thing. But she was, this was a very interesting show. So This story takes place both in the Joseon era of Korea, which I believe is the 1800s, and it also takes place in like modern day Korea. So let's look at the synopsis. It's got 9.4 stars, which was, and that's the thing, when I look at K-dramas, I will often look to see if it gets at least a 9 or above average rating. And this one got 9.4. It's 12 episodes, so it's not super long. So it's only 12 hours. So here's the synopsis. Okay, so it is 18. Like, I get confused about the Joseon era and, like, what time frame it was. So I believe it's the 1800s. So it says, in 19th century Korea, a woman named Park Yeon-woo is ready to live happily ever after marrying her handsome husband. But the night of the wedding, a disaster strikes. Her bridegroom tells her he was secretly suffering from a devastating heart condition and dies shortly after. Things go from bad to worse when she is kidnapped and thrown down a well shaft, apparently to her doom. But the well turns out to be a portal that lets her travel through time to the present day, landing in a swimming pool. She is saved from a watery death by Kang Tae, who, like Park Yeon-woo's husband, suffers from a potentially fatal heart condition. Kang Tae is the heir to a powerful conglomerate, and his wealthy grandfather has one wish, to see his grandson wed before he dies. Spying an opportunity, Kang Tae tries to convince Park Yeon-woo to enter into a contract marriage with him, but will this strange woman with her old world Confucian values agree to help him? So, this was a pretty roller coaster of a show. But I enjoyed it. I didn't really know much about it. And I was like, okay, I'll give this a shot. We'll see what's going on with this one. The name, like, from the name, you're not exactly sure what it's going to... And the thumbnail, so it's got her in, like, old world Korea. And then it's got, like, the modern day guy. And he's got, like, of course, he's got, like, the big-ass ring box with a ring inside, you know, like, for proposing or for a wedding ring or something. So I was like, oh, I really had no expectations with this one. But it had a lot of really good comedy in it that I was not expecting. And also, I do want to clarify. So the guy she marries in the 1800s is actually the same guy as the modern day. So the same actor plays those two characters. And they even have the same name. So the Joseon guy his name is also Kang Tae, and then the current day guy, so they have the same name, and then they just have different looks and they're living in different time periods. But like the modern day guy, I guess, is like the reincarnation of the 1800s guy. So he dies dramatically on the wedding night before anything happens, and then she gets kidnapped. So she is like supposed to be mourning as like a widow. She gets kidnapped and then gets thrown down a well. Fun times. And that's how she ends up in this hotel. It's a hotel pool, guys. So the first time she meets the modern day guy, he's like at the hotel to get married to another fake wife. He gets this woman to agree to be his fake wife, and she flakes on him. So he's supposed to be getting married in a fake wedding, which his grandfather witnesses. She doesn't show, so he's like, at this point they meet, she's like frantically looking around for like a replacement person, and she happens to show up from the 1800s in this hotel pool. So she's like, you know, it's got that dramatic scene where she's falling down like an endless water thing and then comes up in this hotel pool. And of course, being from the 1800s, she has no idea what's going on, and she's very confused because she's from the 1800s and is showing up in 2023 Korea. So a lot of the gimmicks on the show are her like trying to figure out like modern day technology, which was quite funny. Like, she discovers like convenience stores and like modern day food. Of course, the clothing is much different, and she's like, what? She's like, what the heck? She doesn't know what money is. So there's a lot of like comedic bits with her trying to figure out like cars and like, you know. The one thing is though, they didn't, I wish they would have gone more into some of that. Like, they didn't show her how, like, all of a sudden she knows how to use a smartphone, and I'm like, when did that happen? And that would have been, I feel like that was a missed opportunity for her to like figure out how phones work and stuff. Oh, there's a funny scene too where the modern day Taya, of course, he's like rich. So she's at his house and he has one of those like robotic vacuums and she doesn't know what it is. So there's a whole thing of her like, she kind of treats this robotic vacuum as like a pet. So she gives it a name and she's like, she brings it to bed with her and stuff, and she's very confused about the clothing and all the fashion stuff. But a fun part about this show is that when her character was in the 1800s, Joseon, she's like a fashion designer. So she's actually an illegal fashion designer. So she is like making these I guess back in the day you weren't supposed to wear certain clothing items. So she is actually making she's actually like doing this. So she's like a noble woman back in the time. So her parents were very like prominent in the community or whatever. And she, she's kind of like a privileged person in the 1800s. And then she on the side has like this fashion designing business, but nobody can know it's her. And then the king finds some of her clothing and then like, I guess she's going to get in trouble if they find out it's her. So she has to like hide what she's doing. But there's actually some sewing and embroidery in the show, which I thought was super cool. So she does a lot of really intricate hand embroidery, which I thought was a really neat element about this program. And she hand sews, like, so she makes all these clothes and she's a fashion designer. So of course, when she gets to modern day Korea, they make it into a storyline. So this guy in the show, his family owns like a bunch of like malls, shopping malls or something, and there's like fashion in it. So she ends up becoming a fashion designer in the current modern day, which I thought was really neat because she is a very talented person. And back in the day, she wasn't allowed to like own a business or something like that. So she was operating a business under the radar illegally. But when she gets to like modern day Korea, everyone discovers how talented she is, and then she becomes a fashion designer, which I thought was a really neat aspect of the show. So I finished it. It was pretty good. The last 2 episodes had some like really weird, like stuff that didn't make sense to the story, but it had a decent ending, and it was kind of bittersweet. But the whole thing is that she was sent to the future in order to like fix the past. So the whole part is that she's got to figure out, she uses what's happening in the future in order to figure out what actually went down in the 1800s. And then she ends up like, so she's trying to figure out how to get back to the 1800s and try to change history. So it's another one of those. And there are also a lot of characters that have modern day doppelgangers. So some of the 1800s characters are also in the present, just they're like different people and stuff. So it was a really interesting show. I really liked that it had a sewing and embroidery element. I thought that was pretty cool. So that is this week's K-drama corner. All right, let's look at some of the comments here. All right, here we got... All right. Sounds fun. I normally watch Seguk dramas, which are more... Okay, I think I know what you're saying. Oh, and by the way, her character also gets like hooked on the K-drama, so that was kind of meta. Because she doesn't know what the TV... Also, there's a moment in there where she actually thinks the TV is like a... So she's watching... She happens to catch a historical drama on TV, and she thinks that's like a time portal to the back to Joseon or whatever. So that was pretty funny as well. All right, we got a couple conversations. All right, I'm glad everyone's like talking in the comments too. That's another reason why I do these live streams, is so y'all can kind of talk, meet each other, get to know everybody, and that's always kind of fun. So keep doing what you're doing. It's all good. All right, I also hate doing fitting on ready-to-wear that isn't right. That's true. That's true. Yes, embroidery is fun. And I just love that they made sewing and embroidery a fairly large part of this show. So it's called... The Story of Park's Marriage Contract. I would give it a 7. There were some things I didn't love about some of the storylines, but overall I thought it was good, and I really liked all of the fish out of water elements with her trying to figure out like what's going on in 2023, because she is coming from the 1800s. One thing though is that like she managed to blend in better than I thought somebody would if they were time traveling from the 1800s. Just my opinion. I felt like her character should have done more stuff that like people were like, what's going on with her? You know, so that's my opinion on that. All right, guys. Well, I really appreciate everyone tuning in this week for another episode of Sewing Report Live. And once again, as a thank you for the 5,000 subscriber special, I am doing a promotion for all of you viewers. This is just for you guys. I'm not going to be sharing this anywhere else. You can get $5 off of orders of $50 or more with promo code 5OFF subscriber only. And that's shopping at sewingreport.etsy.com. This is good until next Sunday, so you've got about a week if you want to check out the Sewing Report Etsy shop and just see if there's anything you would like. And this promo code does stack on top of other discounts or other sales. So if there is a sale on an item, this coupon code, like if you want to get the holiday sewing kit or the spring shimmer bundle, that will stack on top of the sales, so you can get even more of a savings. Again, this is only for you viewers, if you're watching live or if you're watching on the replay, and this does expire on April 22nd of 2024. And I just wanted to say thank you again for everyone for helping me get this channel to 5,000 subscribers. We're building a great community over here, and I'm really glad we are, we're building another place to talk and meet. Let's read some of the comments here. Okay, Bex is doing hand embroidery. Yeah, Bex, you would actually probably like this show. She is doing a lot of hand embroidery and beautiful stuff. There's also like a butterfly theme, so a lot of the things she makes have a butterfly theme. All right, thank you, Lisa. Everyone give Jen a like here. Yes, if you have not yet already, I really appreciate if you hit a like on this stream. And if you're not subscribed, I would appreciate that as well. You do have to be a subscriber in order to comment. But again, I know most of you guys, I think a lot of you guys actually are subscribed, so I really appreciate that. Lisa, okay, I'm going to check the Asian series because I'm tired of the ones, JT, man, yeah, they're better. The Korean shows, like, they're doing reboots of all of these, like, American and, like, Western stuff, and I'm like, why? Like, you don't need I keep getting recommended the Amazon Roadhouse reboot, and I'm like, nobody asked for this. They're rebooting so many shows, and there's not as many original series, and I think that's one thing Hollywood is really going wrong, is that they're just churning out the same old tired stuff we've already seen. Nobody wants remakes of most of these things, and the ones they're putting out suck. So I'd like to see original content, and I think Korea is really excelling at providing good stories that people want to see, and they're making them fun. The production value is getting better and better. So, if you don't have a Viki subscription, you can check some out on Amazon Prime, and there's some on Apple TV, there's some on Disney Plus, and there's some on Netflix. So a lot of good ones, but they're better. It's like honestly better than anything coming out of Hollywood. Like most of the Hollywood stuff is just stupid. And it's not anything I'm personally interested in. All right, Bex, I got first prize on my hand embroidery at the Texas State Fair the first year I entered. Oh, that's awesome. I cried. Corny. No, it's not corny. That's awesome. That is totally awesome. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate everyone watching. I'm going to sign off and probably try to clip some of this stuff for the stream. But I'm so glad everyone's kind of meeting. This is a place you can come hang out. You can chat with each other. You don't necessarily have to even chat directly at me. Talk to each other, meet other people, and get to know everything. Yeah, exactly. I want to watch different stories. There are many people telling me they are the Asian stuff, man, is better. It's just better than anything I've been seeing on, like, coming out of, it's all, I don't know. It's, like, a lot of the stuff I'm seeing coming out of Hollywood or, like, the regular entertainment industry, it's just cringe. Or it's like a really bad reboot, or it's like, I'm like, I don't even know what any of this is, but I am, not personally interested in like most of the stuff I'm seeing. And that's why I've pretty much jumped ship and have gone mostly over to the K-dramas. All right, guys. Well, we'll be back here again next Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern time for another episode of Sewing Report Live. I greatly appreciate everyone tuning in. And again, thank you for helping this channel get to 5,000 subscribers. I hope everyone has a great week ahead, and I'll see you again soon.